In this session, we are going to take a look at two programs, how they are going to be solved using the while loop. In the first program, I'm going to show you how you can print numbers from n to 1 in a descending order. What it means is if n happens to be 10, I'm going to print 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, all the way down up till 1. I should not print 0. So the first question you need to ask yourself is how long are you going to print the value of number as long as number is greater than 0, because I want to print 1 also. So that will be the condition of your while loop. While number greater than 0, I am going to print the number as well as reduce the number by 1 and keep continuing this process as long as the value of number happens to be greater than 0. So in place of n, I have taken a value, or I have taken the name of a variable called as number. I am asking the user enter the number or the last number where you want to start printing down from. So using cin, I have read a number. Let us say I read in a number 5, just to make it simple. Now what will be the while loop condition? I want to print 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So the condition should be as long as the value of number is greater than 0, I should keep printing the value of number. At the same time, reduce the number by 1. So after 5, it should print 4, 3, 2, 1 and so on. First thing you should ask yourself, what is the condition? So I am putting the condition is while number greater than 0. Once this is done, it is quite easy. Let's say our number is 5. I am going to print 5 here. This set, it should be set W. It's not set, it should be set W. All right. This set W is nothing but set width. What it means is if this is, there are 6 places for your output, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is 6 places. So it will print 5 to the right like this. If it is 55, it would have printed like this. If it was 655, it would have printed 655 like this. So it will start printing from right to left in a block of 6 spaces. So SETW stands for set width. There are 6 places and I'm starting to print 5 from the right. Suppose it is 55, it would print first 5 here and the next 5 here. So once it prints 5, if I don't reduce the value of number by 1, this condition is never going to become false. That is known as a case of an infinite loop. So what I am going to do here is I am going to reduce number by 1. Number is number minus 1. From 5 it becomes 4. So let's take a table. This way you really understand how the output looks. Number was 5 entered by the user. So I printed, let us say I printed 5 on the screen. Okay, I'm going to show the output on this side. Now number is reduced by 1. It becomes 4. Is 4 greater than 0? It is still true or yes. Now in the next width I am printing the value of the number happening to be 4. Alright, I print 4. After I print 4, I reduce the number by 1. It ends up becoming 3. Since this is a block, at the end of this I go back here. Is 3 greater than 0? Yes, it is true. So I'm going to print the value of 3. Then I'm again going to reduce the value of number from 3 to 2. So number ends up becoming 2. Now when I go here, is 2 greater than 0? Absolutely. So I am going to print the value of 2 also. Then when I come here, number is reduced by 1. Number ends up becoming 1. Once number becomes 1, is 1 greater than 0? It is still true. So I am going to come here and print the last number, which happens to be 1. When I come here, 1 is equal to 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, so number becomes equal to 0. Alright. Now, is 0 greater than 0? That condition is false. So I am going to come out here and do a halt of the execution. So the things to understand in this particular program is always think of how long the condition or how long should it run. It should run as long as number is greater than 0. That will be the condition of your while loop. Then I'm going to print or do whatever actions in the loop repeatedly. Don't do this statement first. If you make number is equal to number minus 1, it will not print 5. It will start printing from 4. So the order is important. So I print 5, reduce by 1. So this particular process keeps going on as long as your number happens to be greater than 0. So I hope this is clear. Once we are doing a live demo of your lab problems, a lot of questions will be answered. Get scared not of the syntax, just type it as it is. Over a period of time, it will be a habit. Now, let's take a look at the next problem. Now in our next problem, what am I trying to do here is, I am trying to find the sum of all digits of a number using a while loop or a while statement. So let me help you understand what this really means. Suppose the number is 123. It should add 1 plus 2 plus 3. So let's take an example here. Okay. Let's say my number is, let me use a different color pen so that you just don't get mixed up. So let's say the number is 1, 2, 3. I want to find 1 plus 2 plus 3. How much is this? This is equal to 5 plus 1. This is equal to 6. Now, you need to know we have done an algorithm where we are able to extract the individual digits using the mod operator and the division operator. If I take 123 and divide it by 10, the remainder is going to be 3. So what I can do is I can take another variable called as sum with the initial value 0. I can add these 3 to sum first. Then next time after I do division, I'm only left with 12. Again I'll do 12 mod 10. I'll get this 2. So now it is 3 plus 2. Finally, if I divide 12 by 10, I am only left with 1. 1 mod 10, the remainder is 1. So all these individual digits can be added to sum. What we'll do is we'll take a look at the logic and then run through with 1 or 2 examples to help you understand the concept absolutely clearly. So let us first try to understand what is the program. The program says find the sum of all digits of a number using the while statement. So first thing what do I need is I need a variable called as number, and I'm taking another variable called as sum because I am going to add the individual digits of the number to sum. What are the individual digits of 1, 2, 3? 1, 2 and 3. Then I am going to first ask the user to enter a number. So let's say the user enters some number. Let's take our favorite example 1, 2, 5. Okay, 1 to 5 is the number entered by the user. All right. Now, what am I going to do here is, as long as this number is greater than 0, I am going to break down this number into its individual digits and add the individual digits to sum. So let us see how does that particular thing happen. So here it is. How long should we continue processing? As long as the value of number is greater than 0. So sum is 0, number mod 10. So let us take this 125. If I take 125 and if I divide it by 10, okay, it happens, sorry, if I divide it by 10, the quotient is 12 and the remainder is 5. So what I am doing is I am adding this 5 to sum which is 0. So sum initially happens to be 0. 0 plus 5. So the new value of sum is 5. Now let's see what we are going to do next. Number is number divided by 10. Division gives you the quotient. So the new value of number is now just 12. So number is now equal to 12. Now what I am going to do with this 12 is I am again going to come here. 12 is greater than 0 is true. Sum is sum which is 5. 5 plus number mod 10. 12 12 divided by 10 is remainder is 2, quotient is 1. So now what is happening is this mod operator gives me the remainder. So when I divide 12 by 10, I am getting the remainder as 2. So I am going to add to sum this 2. This now becomes 7. Once it becomes 7, next step I am saying number is number divided by 10. So this gives me the quotient. So the new value of number now happens to be 1. Number is assigned the value 1. Is 1 greater than 0? Absolutely true. So sum is sum which is 7 plus 1 mod 10. So I cannot actually divide 1 by 10. So 1 is divided by 10 0 times. So the remainder happens to be 1 and the quotient is 0. Since this is the case, Sum is 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. So now the value of sum happens to be 8. And what is the value of number? Number is number divided by 10. So quotient happens to be 0. And this is how we end up printing the sum of the digits as sum, where we are going to print the value as 8. So here you will get the value 8 being printed, and I am going to do a hold and return. You can try testing this program for different numbers. You can test it for 553, 565, 10, 11, any numbers, and see whether you're getting the correct sum of digits. But the moral of the story, or real important point, is unless you try to type and do the program, things are always going to look easy when I am doing it. When you do it, you will encounter some problems in terms of syntax. You need to know how to learn to debug and learn the programming.